Hey, what's going on Facebook? What's happening, guys? Eddie Harvey here. What's happening for those who may be watching on YouTube? This is my live drive again this morning. Getting some things knocked out, guys. And yeah, so I just wanted to come to you guys and talk to you all about truth number 2 as far as with being an entrepreneur, guys, and what it boils down to. This is not going to be a long one, guys. As you dive deeper into entrepreneurship, as you focus on being an entrepreneur even more, your priorities are going to change, okay? And as your priorities change, sacrifices are going to need to be made. You might already be experiencing this, but you're going to see as you get more and more serious about being an entrepreneur, sacrifices got to be made. Some things are going to have to be let go of, or you're going to have to minimize certain activities or things that you're doing. So if you are a weekend warrior or something, man, and you're like, you know, playing ball every weekend or going out with the fellas every weekend, you might now find yourself where they calling you up, hey, are you coming? And it's like, nah, man, I'm not going to be able to make it today. You might be deep into learning more about one of your marketing skill sets or working on blog posts or video creation. These are the things that you're going to start doing. And you have to understand that these are necessary sacrifices if you are in this industry and you want to get ahead. Sacrifices have to be made. You know, you might have to, you know, get up earlier, especially if you put your priorities in place and say what's important to you. If your family and spending time doing activities with the wife and kid is important to you, and you know on a Saturday morning you guys might have events lined up, you might be out all day Saturday, right? Where now, you know, you're doing all activities with the kids. Well, guess what? You might have been up late working on Friday evening, and then on Saturday morning, you might have to get up. You know, you guys got to leave at 8 o'clock. You might have to get up at 5 o'clock and try to get an hour or two of business time in, whatever it may be, working on some income producing activities. I did it this morning. I know I went to bed late. I went to bed probably around 12:30, which is early for me sometimes. You know, and I got up at 4:30 this morning. I got up at 4:30 this morning because I knew I was going to be out all day. I knew I'm out right now. So I did some things. I knocked out some tasks, and I made productive use of my time before I got my kids ready for school. So you have to make sure you're using pockets of time. You got to make sacrifices where normally you would probably spend an hour watching your favorite TV show. Use that time, guys, to do some, create some content or call some prospects. When you're at home, you gotta sacrifice that. Guess what? DVR it. And then on the weekend, after you have done all of the things necessary to succeed, the sacrifices you've made, you can reward yourself. Or heck, DVR the whole series, and then one weekend, after you've, you know, been consistently doing your tasks, just binge watch and watch your show for the whole, you know, take a day, you know, you can reward yourself. And those are things you got to do with yourself. If you know you got tasks you got to do, you can say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to watch this. I'm not going to do this activity until I complete X, Y, Z. And that's how you put yourself in a position. It's so easy to plop in front of a TV or do the things that we're used to doing because it's as creatures of habit, that's what we're used to doing. But if you're on this entrepreneur's path, you're going to have to start letting some of those things go. And it's going to require you to get uncomfortable. That's part of being an entrepreneur. You have to get uncomfortable. So, and then you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You got to understand that if you want to be of value to others, if you want to make an impact on others' lives, you can't do that until you make an impact on your own life. And the way you make an impact on your own life is by investing in yourself, making the sacrifices. You know, like they say, in order to get what most people don't have, you got to be willing to do what most people aren't willing to do. And that holds true for being an entrepreneur as well. You have to, you know, put on that hat and understand and say, okay, man, you know, the fellas want to get up this weekend and go out. I'm going to pass this time because I know I have a deadline of what I need to get done, or I know I need to get this content out. I know I need to watch this training. So instead of taking an hour to get ready and then going out for 3-4 hours, guess what? You can spend that time, guys, investing in yourself and investing in your business. So that's all I have for you guys today. Understand that you have to, as your priorities increase, as you grow more in your entrepreneurial journey, you are going to have to make sacrifices, but find where you want to make those sacrifices at. Use pockets of time. If you know you got things planned, if you know you're going to have a busy day all day, especially weekends are busiest for most folks because most of us still work jobs, right? If you know the weekend is going to be super packed and your weekend, your whole day, you're going to be out of the house from 10 to the evening, guess what? Get your butt up 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, lose a few hours of sleep. Get up 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then put in your work from 5 to 8 o'clock, 5 to 7:30. You know what time you have. You know what time that it takes for you to get yourself ready, your kids ready, all of that. So, you know, just be smart and realize that you got to make sacrifices. And all it is just a mental decision. The TV not going nowhere. The people you're watching on the TV, they're already getting paid. They're already living out the life. Most of them living the life they want to live. So you can record them and watch them later, you know, as you put in the work and do the things that you need to do to be successful in your journey of being an entrepreneur. All right, guys, so get out there and take action. I appreciate you all. If you haven't subscribed yet, when this video's in, guys, hit the middle button. You can subscribe to my live feeds. And guys, if you want to get to know me better, head over to my blog at eddieLharvey.com. Have a lot of good content over there where you can learn more about me and utilize strategies, free resources and strategies to help you build your business. So I will talk to you guys later. Take care and have a great day.